Hi, I'm Radical Coder. This is Umbreon. And real quick, before we dive in, if you want to make sure this little dude stays fed and warm, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what I got right, what I got wrong, or what you want to argue about. Let's go. Isn't that Primetime 99 sexually harassing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez all the time? That's the guy, right? That's the. Don't worry. I know, Michelle. It's only 3 minutes. It's only 3 minutes long. If you want to mute the stream and come back, I don't blame you. Okay. I don't blame you at all. It was only a 3-minute video. We're not doing it's not a whole thing. But yeah, we have Primetime 99, sexual harasser, who I've debated a couple times. Definitely a disgusting fuck. But you know what? We're gonna cover this. We have a point, okay? I have a point for covering this. I promise I'm going somewhere with this.
But luckily, Jubilee, which, Jubilee, they get some flack. They do some good stuff. The fact that they let you confront him, I thought that was kudos to Jubilee.
You have your own channel and you're reviewing Andrew Wilson. Hang on 1 second. Well, yeah. I mean, you realize like Andrew Wilson is a huge figure right now. He's been blowing up, and I have a amicable, if antagonistic, relationship with him that I can leverage that could potentially get me landing on like the whatever podcast and shit like that. So, I mean, hate to say this, but I lost respect for Pisco when he debated Stein. It was a very small amount, but still kind of disappointing to see. I didn't watch that debate. I don't know how he handled it. I mean, I'm also guilty of that. I'm also guilty of debating Alex Stein. I've debated him a couple times. Not super proud of it. I mean, there's the clout, like I'm a pretty small creator. It's only benefits me, and I can call him out now. I don't know if I did at the time. I probably mentioned it at the time. I'd probably like jab at him for being a sexual harasser, which I think is a good thing to point out. RCC did nothing wrong. Is that me? Radical Coder did nothing wrong? That's true. Have you sucked his dick? I don't know who you're asking about, but yes.
Jubilee. So let's play the Destiny altercation.
Destiny, can you define fascism?
I would say the two big points for fascism would ultra-nationalism and authoritarianism.
Just start right off the bat. This is just true. Fascism. The simplest definition of fascism: far right, authoritarian political ideology characterized by dictatorial rule, nationalism, suppression of opposition, ultra-nationalist, authoritarianism. It's pretty simple. Destiny's just correct about this. Did you debate him after the AOC incident? I don't remember. I feel like I would have said something about it. Like, I don't feel like I'm above that. I feel like I would have jabbed at him for it. I feel like I probably did. I probably made a joke about it, but I don't remember. Yeah, it's on. They'd all be on like modern day debate stuff. If I didn't, honestly, I regret that. Like, I would be disappointed in my past self if I didn't even mention it when debating him. I didn't mention. I know the first time I talked to him was before that, because like the first time that I was on a show with Alex Stein was like a really old modern day debate panel that like fucking Fuentes was on. It was like me, Hunter Avalone, Stardust, and Doobie, I think. Doobie. And we were up against Brittany from Politically Provoked, Nick Fuentes, Alex Stein. God, who was? Oh, and Hake. Yeah, and Hake. Yeah, what a fucking crazy time. What a weird thing. What a weird piece of history that exists. Yeah, the one and only. Yeah, exactly. Michelle just predicted exactly what's about to happen.
If you have a president who doesn't want to get involved in foreign affairs as far as wars go and has some type of policy.
Just already, the idea that Trump doesn't want to get involved in foreign affairs is ridiculous, right? Like, this is somebody who wants to take over Greenland, who's talked about making Canada the 51st state, who literally put tariffs on every country in the world except for like Russia. It doesn't want to get involved in okay, come on.
Policies which benefit the United States involved in foreign affairs as far as wars go and has some type of policies which benefit the United States over all of the nations. Is he a fascist?
No.
And supports the United States over all other nations. So he's saying that's the nationalist part. And I think he's trying to reduce authoritarianism down to the first half.
Oh.
Well, I'm still confused as to what makes Trump a
That's
fascist.
because I had two parts of that, and you missed the authoritarian one.
Yeah,
What you
okay.
described there before was just like protection.
But when you said authoritarian, what is he doing, which is accumulating all power to himself?
Donald Trump believes that the executive branch should be the only one that decides what the law is. Okay, that's something they said early on in this presidency. He has increasingly consolidated power into the executive branch. He's called every judge that has ruled against him an activist judge. He has lied when the Supreme Court ruled against him. He literally lied about it. He said, no, they actually ruled 9-0 in our favor, which they did not, and he's defying their ruling as well. It's ridiculous. Like he's literally doing what Andrew just said.
There before was just like protection.
But when you said authoritarian, what is he doing, which is accumulating all power to himself?
What's he doing, which is accumulating all the power to himself? Everything he's doing is accumulating. Yeah, dictator on day one. All the shit. Ryan, if you want to debate when you're done, we need a leftist perspective. What are you guys doing? What's going on? Yeah, this isn't going to be a super long stream, so we'll see. We'll see.
Donald Trump thinks that he should be able to unilaterally make decisions up and down all of the different departments and offices that exist in the executive branch.
Presidents use executive orders all the time. Let me ask you a question.
Donald Trump did more executive orders in his first 10 days than in his entire first year of his presidency. More executive orders in his first 10 days back than he did in his first year in 2017. Yeah, and like executive orders are supposed to like set the tone for what you're trying to do. They're not supposed to be there instead of like congressional approval, instead of replace. They're not supposed to replace the legislative branch. They're supposed to empower the legislative branch, right? Yeah, they're not biased towards him. He calls them biased. Exactly.
President of the United States, control of the entire military apparatus.
Yes.
Yeah, is that fascist?
So Andrew thinks that it's fascist to just have an executive branch. The Constitution outlines what the executive branch is, and part of that is what the military. It's being the head of the military, right? Like he's defining the liberal structure of the government and saying, "Is that fascist? Is liberalism fascist?" Well, no, Andrew. But there are ways that he could use that power that would be fascist, right? There are mechanisms that he could use that would be fascist, that would be fascistic, right? If Harris or Biden said they'd be a dictator on day one, they'd probably be unalive. Yeah, no doubt, dude. No doubt. I mean, Trump literally has said about Hillary Clinton, well, maybe there's something the Second Amendment people can do. Crazy, dude. Bro, was like, he controls one thing. Does that mean he controls everything? Yeah, or that he's using that to override courts or to override the legislature. Andrew's the definition debater. Every definition breaks down if you overanalyze it enough. And it's not even that, it's just he reduces it. Like he's like underanalyzing and overanalyzing at the same time.
No.
So they have basically almost unilateral control by your own metrics. That's not accumulating enough power, centralized control to one person. It's
if the president tries to or does like certain things with the military, we could characterize them as fascistic, and they could be breaking laws that would then be ruled to be illegal, right? That they would be challenged. They would be fascistic, but like just having that power is part of the core constitutional structure. It's not fascist. Is democracy fascistic? Like, okay.
It's the fact that he tried to slay some electors.
And then he minimizes they just tried to slay some electors. They just tried to hang Mike Pence. They just burst down Nancy Pelosi's door and shit in her office. They just assaulted police officers and got pardoned for it. They just did a little insurrection. What's up, John? It's so ridiculous. And he thinks he cooked. Andrew thinks he fucking cooked there. We're not gonna watch the whole like them circle jerking about it.
Destiny, you kind of had him.
They think they cooked. Andrew thinks he really thinks he cooked there. Anyway, Andrew, you did not cook there. Okay. Fizz in my cup.
swimming good love. It was you at the club, miss your touch. Go again, baby, what's up? Nothing feels right, so let's mess up everything.